Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo. Ho, ho, ho. It's my Christmas name. I'm not Christmas Perillo. You're gonna have to deal with ho, ho, ho. Mary. Unless your name's not Mary. Hope you're not too attached to the beard, because I'm not too attached to the beard. It's gonna be gone in another day or so. It has been decided. Liz is suggesting that I need to shave it live on Twitch, which I could do. I could handle that. I could just, set up the camera here, do a front-facing thing. I got to do it in front of the mirror. I'm going to have to, vacuum stuff up anyway, so just get the beard hairs all over the floor and vacuum them up after the show. And then you can see me shape what's going to be the mustache and this thing, the soul patch. I'm going to lose everything else, though. I don't think I'm going to do the goatee. I don't know. The goatee, to me, always looks like someone's been eating too many Oreos. I don't know, maybe I'll feel it. Maybe the goatee could work this time. We'll see. Maybe, and then maybe I'll have the goatee for, a day, and then I'll be like, yeah, I don't like the goatee. So, I don't know. It's a magical time for facial hair. It's also a magical time for 3D printing. I designed and printed a Darth Vader snowflake. I did this on the computer. Did it up in Tinkercad, and I thought I did a decent job. Not bad, freehand. Kind of screwed around with it. Didn't do too many details. I'm going to work on a second version of it. That was just more like, yeah, I want to see how easy it is to accomplish. Nothing straight about the snowflake. It's just all freehand. But I did that. What's printing right now is Jedi's snowflake. She designed one, and I facilitated it, and it's the thing that's printing out right now. And then last night I did a Death Trooper. This is the finished product here. I'm not printing out all the Star Wars snowflakes I have, because honestly some of them just aren't faithful reproductions of the characters. I mean, they're beggars can't be choosers, but still I'm not going to be doing all the snowflakes. There's as many as I thought I was going to do originally. So yeah, check the YouTube link posted blast from the past. Oh, I'll trip down memory lane soon enough. Give me a moment. I got a couple other things needed to show. Oops, before too long as I drop everything. I was going to give this to Santa Claus, but unfortunately, prying eyes.
Lectors_Fridge just resubscribed for 3 months.
Look at that. Thank you. That is worth 1 sour jelly bean. Appreciate that, Lectors Fridge. Subscribing with Prime. That was great. I did take advantage of Cyber Monday. But the funny thing is, I'd already ordered something, had to cancel something from the order, and they said, do you want to cancel the whole thing? I said, yeah, because it would have saved me an additional, $36 or something like that, so I did. I did take advantage of Cyber Monday. For sure.
Paceless cheered X100. Cheers to Kurt for screenshots.
Yeah. Thank you, Paxi Prime. Gonna be showering tonight. Because I got my cardiologist appointment tomorrow morning. I should read comics in the waiting room. Waiting to see if I'm gonna die. I don't think I'm gonna die. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be fine.
Joshua_XP_cheered X100. I got 3 Nintendo Switch controllers pack for Cyber Monday.
Wow, nice. We have a couple Nintendo Switches though.
X100. Kurt is the awesomest.
Jedi really hasn't asked for a Nintendo Switch. So I've been hesitant to give it to her. I think it's a good option, though, potentially.
Faceless Cheered X100. I got deodorant and underwear for the homeless on sale today.
Man, I haven't even had a chance to talk about Kit. I don't remember having a Knight Rider car. But it does say Knight. This is a Knight Rider car. It's kind of fun. Fun little chase. To get these vehicles. Way back in the day. Yeah, fun. Fun. It would have been fun to see at Christmas. That did not happen. Obviously, because someone saw it before Santa Claus did. And Liz, I'm very glad that you got something for the homeless. Have to say, again, I'm thrilled that Lucasfilm came through with Gimpy. Sending him a whole bunch of Grogu stuff. I'm very happy to have been a part of his journey to help having raised money for him. He is very grateful, and I can't think of a better person to support over this holiday season. I also got this. This is for the dishes, or not for the dishes directly, but like the to stand on a dish mat, dish in front of doing the dishes. What would you call it? What would you, like, dish mat standy thing. Hasbro had a bunch on Amazon today. Lots of Grogu figures. Oh, really? Sales? Where, Liz? I missed those. I didn't see those. We might already have them, but yeah, anti-fatigue kitchen mat. That's what I was looking for. That was the anti-fatigue kitchen mat. So this will go there for the duration. I'm slowly getting things out. We haven't even brought down the Christmas decorations. I can't do it on my own because the last thing I want to do is invoke a trip to the hospital. And I'm not sure when we're getting our tree. Usually I'm like all over it, but you know, it's been challenging to get into that spirit as of late. Santa's got a big bag of adulting. That's Santa's bag full of adulting. And all that adulting takes away from other things. You got Mickey and Minnie. Oh, yeah, Marshall's has a lot of that stuff. Oh, no Star Wars? Really? Marshall's has been pretty good with a lot of that stuff. By the way, we're at a level 1 hype train. Minute 36 left to go. 56%. If we get to a level 2, then I'll bring out Palpatine. Happy to do just that. What's the next thing? I needed to show you something. I was going to say something or show you something, and now I can't remember what tit is. What was it? I can't remember. I guess it wasn't important then. Oh, I was going to check the Amazon. Sour time. Thank you.
Faceless Cheered X100. Sour time.
2.
Let's hope the rest of
That
the
good?
Palby cookies arrive soon.
And Eclipse Empire.
Eclipse Empire Cheered X100. Hello everyone.
You're right. There are a lot of decent deals. Although we have a lot of the Grogu stuff. A lot of them. Oh, there's a Build-A-Bear Workshop Holiday Grogu plush. The Build-A-Bear Grogu is just fugly, though. The Corksicle Grogu cup looks pretty decent. You can save 15% on that. Stainless steel pendant. A lot of stuffies. I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me. I'm surprised. I hadn't seen any of these, though. None of them hit my radar.
Joshua underscore XP underscore Cheered X100. On this day in 1929 on November 29th, explorer Richard Byrd flies over South Pole.
Interesting, Joshua. Always good for a bit of trivia. Thank you. Woo! That's a pretty pricey stocking cap, Liz. Or big fan, sorry. Really pricey. Nice Boba Fett costume pullover. But again, they tend to be a little pricey. Just a bit. Not bits, just a bit. No bits. Yes, thank you, Kurt, for doing those screen grabs. Really appreciated. So it's really funny. I predicted it. I'm not saying I'm not wrong at times, but more often than not, I tend to be pretty on point. I said that Jedi would probably like this Godzilla, even though she's been afraid of Godzilla. And I'm like, she's like, what is this? I'm like, it's Godzilla. And she thought it was cute. She was playing with the fire, too. I told you, she'd like this Godzilla. I mean, 5 POAs. It's a beautiful thing. Told you. By the way, Liz, I gave her some dulce, and so that is going to be in the vlog coming up, not this coming week, but the week after. I've worked ahead in the vlogs. I'm trying to stay out of the vlog. I mean, like, in terms of not turning things around at the last second with the vlogs. The clapper, oh yeah, I've had the clapper, Darth Vader for a while. Adeline French, thank you so much for the cheer, and good to see you on your morning. Very appreciated. Can't wait to see you streaming on Twitch and painting. Because I know you want to do it. You've talked about doing it. Do it. And you got to set up a schedule and be consistent with it if you want to grow community. No one else is going to do it for you. You got to do it. What are you waiting for? You said you want to do it. Hey, Lime Pebbles. Good to see you. Virtually, at least. Make me Jedi? What's this? Make me Jedi? Oh, cool. That's kind of neat. So it's a custom turn you into a digital Jedi thing? Like a virtual Jedi family? That is pretty neat. Wow. 40% site-wide. Holy cow. That's pretty affordable to begin with, though. It's really affordable to begin with. No background. That's pretty cool. Full body or shoulders up. It's not bad. 90 bucks. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. I like the idea. Yeah, that would actually be pretty decent for channel art. Start your order. Digital product. You'll be able to buy a print when we email your artwork. Ah, I see. It's digital, though, which is fine. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, I gotta get this to Diana, because I gotta get... It's Cyber Monday, it's 40% off. I gotta get this stuff done. I can't wait. I have a feeling... I gotta get it done. Trying to get into a schedule, works 2 shifts in a day, so it's kind of hard to figure out timing. Aveline, it always surprises me that you make time. You make time for hanging out, and you have no idea how much I appreciate that. I appreciate you making time. That's the thing. If you want something, you'll make time to do it. It's hard to juggle. It takes a balance. Can't do everything. I understand. But, you know, it all depends on what you want. I'm just basing this off of things that you said. Plus, people reacted really well when you posted your painting on Twitter. People were surprised. Let's look at all these Star Wars themed gifts. There are a lot of them. There are a few. Not all are amazing. Not all are priced very well either. A lot of them are very lame. Yeah, my face is all beaten up because I've got my strained again, so my eye, I got a black eye again, and then I got a zit on my nose. I'm falling apart. I am lit in front of your very. I am falling apart in front of your very eyes. So Avaline, this is Jedi's art. Just so you know, Jedi did this. She drew this in Tinkercad, and then I turned it. You know, I basically turned it into a snowflake. Kind of nice. Cool. That's 100% her, really. I had to swap out. I couldn't. Jedi had eyes in there, but I couldn't do the eyes, unfortunately. Oh, how'd I get the black eye? I strained. I have digestive issues. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. Drink whiskey or grog of orc. I'd have to go grog of orc because I cannot stomach whiskey. You have windburn on your neck? We have a couple of Star Wars Infinity Scarves we got a while ago. Yeah, she Jedi. I keep encouraging her to do freehand stuff. We've played games with drawing. You know, I'm trying to encourage her to do that kind of thing, and then basically print out what she's drawing. Right? She doesn't necessarily ask for it every time, but the hope is she asked for a house. So I'm gonna, when I go to a different filament, I'll print that out. Right now, it's kind of the translucent stuff. I think works best for the snowflakes. You don't want to be Rocket Man? I do not. Rocket Man, Rocket Man, and I think it's gonna be a long, long time. True touchdown brings me rockin' to fine. Well, I'm looking at this Make Me a Jedi thing, because we've been needing to update our graphic for the vlog. The channel, right? You know, the Chris Perillo channel and the social stuff. So it makes sense that the Star Wars thing. Exactly 1 month until that new show premieres on Disney Plus. Oh, is it a month from now? Oh, that's awesome. I guess there was a new trailer. I tend not to watch them because I don't want to like get the hype up, but I guess there's Boba like just with a medical like a back from the back of the tank medical thing in his mouth. Assumedly, that's a flashback to when he was pulled from the Sarlacc, possibly. Thank you, Negoropo. Negor? Neg? Welcome to the play shop. They do the same to make people into Simpsons. Yeah, I've seen that. Although we don't really Simpsons around here. Unfortunately, I can't get anybody else to watch anything with me at all. Like, I've been waiting a week and a half to do Jungle Cruise, and at this point, I'm just going to watch it myself because it's not happening. I'm tired of asking. All right, here we go. All right, here's Jedi's art. Jedi did this. Well, she did the base, and then I basically kind of went and... It's not as straightforward as it could be, in my humble opinion, on Tinkercad. I kind of wish there was a more straightforward way of creating snowflakes. Like having a brush that everything you did, it made it, you know, into a snowflake and then exported it as an STL. Still, it's a pretty cool snowflake. Basically, it's someone that's got squigglies, and there's their face. I think she said it's Diana. So I had to take out the eyes because it didn't look right, and I had to take out the smile because the eyes and the smile were floating, and it just doesn't look well. And so when I tried to connect them, it just didn't look well. It looked better just to have an empty face, and then I guess just connective things down there. I don't know. It's a snowflake. Yes, I did see 8-Bit Christmas. 8-Bit Christmas was fun, but derivative. It was like a somewhat modern version of a Christmas Story, so I felt it missed the mark. But it was worth watching once. I love the moral of the story, though. The moral of the story is if you want something, earn it. That's a good moral. Wish more people would understand that, you know, you don't always get what you want. Sometimes you have to work for it. And so that was... sorry. Oh, spoiler. Sorry. Well, hopefully you guys don't mind spoilers. Alright, let me call Jedi. Let me get Jedi here. She might have her phone on her. Or not her phone. She doesn't have a phone. She's a kid. I'm going to call Jedi. There we go. See if she picks up. If she has her tablet. There we go. Hey! You got your snowflakes done. Okay. I love that. Matter of fact, business-like. She's probably watching some show. Look at this. This person draws us as like Jedi and Darth Vaders and Stormtroopers or like Star Wars characters.
Cool.
So we use it as channel art. That's not us. That's just what they've done them in various.
Can they do this?
Well, no, they don't do that. They do like digital art. They do digital drawings.
Those are a kind of family?
Yeah, that's another family.
A real family?
Yeah, it's another Star Wars family.
It's a real one?
Oh yeah, there are other Star Wars families out there.
Could they do us?
Quite a few. Well, yeah, but you have to pay. So mommy has to say whether or not, because I'd like to get some channel art, and right now it's like a 40% off sale. So I want to take advantage of the sale. No. You got yours. Don't want to mess with that because it's printing. That's how it turned out. Yeah, I know. It went from. So hang on just a second. We got it. All right.
It's mine.
Yeah, I know. I gotta vlog it. Otherwise, oops.
Ah.
Gotta vlog it because I've got a narrative going on. There we go. Better than snow.
Like, this is not for you.
No, it's got to go downstairs. We're gonna swap out the other one for now. Yeah, exactly. Aveline says your art is so good. Jedi. Aveline said your art is good. Yeah, she likes it. She's an artist. You want to check your nozzle? Why do I have to check my nozzle? What's wrong with my nozzle? The part on the 3D printer.
Thank you, Aveline. Right?
Yeah. She's over in India. Hey Paxi, I don't know if you've gone back to Ross, but they're continuously getting new stuff. Continuously. I found some there. I saw the other day some women's slippers, Grogu women's slippers, the pink. I mean, it depends where you are, store to store. I found a few other things. They've slowed down somewhat. Marshalls has been picking up new items every few days, though. I've picked up a couple of puzzles there. I wanted to get a bigger Peanuts puzzle, but I wasn't going to spend the money if I was the only one that was going to be putting it together. Because if I'm going to spend the money and I'm the only one who ends up putting things together, I'm going with the Star Wars puzzles. So I found a good Grogu. Right now I'm in the middle of a Star Wars puzzle. Is it okay if we make something for Jedi and send it? Oh yeah, absolutely, Paxi. For sure. Thank you for the encouragement, Avaline. I'm doing something again for a charity this weekend. On Saturday morning, for the local Twitch community. I am doing well. I am doing normal. By the way, I added, it doesn't, I don't know if it helps as much. I added dampeners to the base of the base, because I'm all about the base, to the base of the tripod, and I added a dampener to the top of, like, in between, how do I explain it, the tripod, basically, to try to minimize the amount of bouncing around. And so it seems like, as I'm looking, I mean, it's definitely, like, when I touch the desk, it's bad, but it's not as bad as it has been. Like, I feel like even when I touch the desk over here, it judders. I've done everything. The problem is when I need, like, a digital stabilizer on the other end. Unfortunately, OBS doesn't do that. It would be great if it did, because it would minimize it. It doesn't optically stabilize when you're exporting out through HDMI, which is really unfortunate. Right now, this is going to be an Ewok. Yeah, Jedi's got to get her booster soon. Couple weeks. The scheduling that we went through wasn't working. It's still not working, so I'm gonna have to go and manage that manually again, because they should be able to take her 3 weeks after her first one. And by the way, happy Hanukkah to anybody out there that does Hanukkah. That began after sunset last night. I totally spaced on that. I apologize. That was not intentional. Yeah, this one should be pretty decent. The Thanksgiving? Normal. Hey, Scotsman. Hope all is well. Yes, for you as well. I am normal. Whatever the hell that means anymore. So there's not much else happening. I have nothing to report, nothing to showcase, nothing to share. It was a Monday. Felt like a Monday. Meatless it's Meatless Monday everywhere around here, though. That's no longer special. See, we'd have to, if we did anything, it'd have to be a Meat Monday, which we're not going to do. That's not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. We still have plenty of leftovers from Thanksgiving. Most of them are, most of them are healthy. There's some junky food like bread. Bread is a junk food. There's no nutritional quality in it. And as much as I like it, there's just nothing in it. You need grains. You gotta eat the grains straight up, not refined. What kind of content do I bring to my streams? It's honestly, this is it. What you're seeing is just interacting, chatting, talking about anything that might have happened over the past day, things that I might be watching, and that's another thing. Like, I've now pretty much caught up on everything. Last night, the only thing that was really on that I needed to catch up on was Succession, which of course was good. I've enjoyed Succession. A lot of people have. I can see why. It's weird, but it's good. I usually 3D print something during the course of the evening. That's not all I talk about, though. Right now I'm on a tear printing up snowflakes, so that whenever we happen to get the tree, we got some unique, fun ornaments to throw on there. I'm probably not going to watch the Lady Gaga Tony Bennett special. Probably not. I'm not into musical specials. The exception to that rule is the Star Wars Holiday Special, and even then, the music's kind of like, I don't know. I never. It wasn't my thing. Never got into it. Never fascinated me. Never drew me in. Hellbound. That's one I haven't heard of. There's a few that I know I've been needing to start, but I haven't. Probably because by the time I get to that point in the evening, doing all the things that I have to do during the day, paying attention to what's going on at work, paying attention to what's happening with stream, paying attention to what needs to be planned for, what needs to be taken care of. By the time I get to that point in the night, it's just like, okay, anything I do at this point is going to have to be mindless. So it may end up just being me potentially finishing a puzzle tonight and then moving on to the next one. Potentially. Give it a try, Grinch. I'm not a Grinch just because I don't want to watch holiday musical. I don't want to watch musicals like that. Like musical productions. I like musicals, but like a variety show. I'm not into musical variety shows. Never was. Oh, no worries, Kim. Don't worry about it, Kimberly. Don't worry about it at all. There's nothing that you need to do. It's a concert? Yeah, but I'm still not going to watch a concert. Not a virtual concert. I'm just not as drawn into. Oh, Ben Cody Kirk commented on the vlog. He's been enjoying it. The funny thing is people are showing up for the vlog. I'm surprised. But as expected, the first one was going to hit, and then it would probably dwindle from there, and that's about what's happened. So it's been like the 1, 2, 3. That's exactly what I expected was going to happen. Not anything greater than that, but doing them once a week is doable. figuring out a schedule is doable, but honestly, I don't know if I'd be as interested in doing it if Jedi wasn't, interested in A, watching them, and B, keeping them. I think she wants them. You watched the blog twice? Well, thank you, Aveline. I have watched Weird Al concerts virtually. People tend to binge. Well, dude, I like a half hour, like at a time. That's like once a week. I figured that's the next one's gonna be about a half hour too. But the thing is like even if all we have is like a 10-minute for a week, I've got no indication as to how, no expectations for how much. Compiling it just takes time. It takes a lot of time. So as long as Jedi's good with them, then I am too. She's doing a pretty good job too. She doesn't mind being on the camera or even picking up the camera. Amanda Austin just commented on the blog, so nice to see these again. Thanks. No problem. See, my hair grew fast. Told you it wouldn't take that long to grow out again. I mean, it's not like long. This is just a couple weeks. More of this. Thank you, Aveline. Hope you have a good day at work. You keep poking yourself? Oof. Sorry. I've had a fair amount of luck with sewing. Can't say I'm as skilled with it as Diana is. I think Diana does a better job than I do. But I can handle it. Like, if I need something done and I gotta get it done, then I'll do it. I can pull it. I sewed this. I couldn't even tell you where the hole is now, so I did a good enough job with it. Simple things. I can do simple things. Anything complex and just like, I can't. No, you were. Is Loyal still streaming? That's funny. I think he was going early today. Yeah, he went early. A couple hours ago, he was giving away a helmet. So I know he was planning on going way early. Oh, it's the longest stream ever? Interesting. Loyal started at noon. Wow. That's a lot. There are a few days that I would want to do that. It takes too much energy. You're moving your Mando patches around your vest. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I will sit up straight. Oh. The problem is when I get caught up in what I got to do, I don't have much time apart from when I sit down. And then when I sit down, then like I've got other tasks screaming at me. Got to stay on top of this stuff. I don't like it stacking. So it's not as frequent. All right, I'm not able to frequent a lot of communities that I want to frequent. There's only so much time in the day. Is Mary Poppins a Christmas movie? Ectoplasm, I'm going to have to say no. Krusty 3D wishes everybody a happy Monday. Was it, Krusty? Was it really? Was it? Was it? It's definitely a Monday. And tomorrow is absolutely going to be a Tuesday. According to the calendar. A normal week. Maybe? What do you mean maybe? I say absolutely. Well, everyone else's emotes game is on point. It's probably one of my New Year's resolutions, if I have one, is just to get better emotes done. I don't even know what kind of emotes y'all would want. I mean, use emotes, but what would be good? A fun array of emotes. You know, what emotes would you use? Hey, kiddo. What's up? Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I showed him. I gotta swap it out. For the season. That's it. Where I was ever a fan of a ROM Space Knight. I didn't even know about ROM Space Knight until I was older, substantially older. What do you want? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like, sure. But like, if you're just gonna float around, hon, I gotta pay attention to this unless you want me to do something with you. I knew that they had toys for ROM Space Knight, but again, I didn't. It's funny how the internet kind of surfaces a lot of the stuff that I didn't realize existed back in the day, and then I'm like, oh, how did I not know that? But that's the way media was back then. You just if it didn't show up on the news, the newspaper, TV, radio, it just didn't exist. Completely off the radar, man. So that would have been a comic thing. So that's got to be, if you're talking about the vintage run, that's got to be exciting. Although it's not my the comic stuff, not my cup of tea. All right, we got a paint Pictionary here. This garden in the shade. Ooh, let's do this. Red and green here. There you go, Liz. That showed up nicely. Here we go. No! Crap. Okay, here comes the giveaway. Let's change the shape. Yep. Who said fruitcake? Narf Chunks? Narf Chunks got it. I think Narf Chunks got it, yeah? I said, I usually do the dots. We got something else. I saw something else come in. What was the next one? We got paint picture. We got the paint picture came in. Oh, one more. It's tricky to do, but all right, one more what? What am I doing? You say one more, but oh, I see. That was horrible. Where's the... may need to add something here. Oh, yeah, Uber Superfly got it. I was gonna do, you almost had to make me do a handle. Eggnog. They had the perfect color there. All right. So who got it? Who got it this time? Uber Superfly? There you go. You want me to add nutmeg? Oh yeah, I didn't even think about adding nutmeg. Nutmeg. That's what I ended up catching up on Family Guy last night. I watched a couple episodes. Meg. You're a nutmeg. Cappuccino. Oh man. Yeah, I miss caffeine. 6 months. 6 months off of caffeine, man. Ish. Has not been fun. Has not been fun. Got a charades. Great. Here we go. All right. Okay, so you got undercover. Okay, Joshua XP got it. There are not a lot of movie titles with undercover. Can't remember if I watched that movie. I don't think I did. I remember it. Having watched the Beatles documentary, I've got the Octopus's Garden in my head. Should be able to say the name of the person who got it, I think. Oh, yeah. No, I can say it. I feel like I can say... Like, when someone says the word, it's a little easier to say, yes, the word is undercover. Because otherwise, the mods say yes, but it's like, it's without context, so I may have to actually start verbalize. I mean, everyone's doing a good job. No one's, like, missing the mark. It's just, it may make it a little easier. You like to be under the sea in an octopus?
X100. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus.
What about in an octopus's garden? Liz wants to be in an octopus. Must be a Canadian thing. Undercover Hooligan. Was that the name of a movie? Great, now I'm going to be drooling uncontrollably. Gonna show up to the cardiologist tomorrow looking all shaggy, scraggly and shaggy. That's why I'm debating. I was debating shaving tonight, but I want to try to get through November. I really do. Just because I thought I could. I feel it's not as itchy as it was. It handled it well, but I'm ready to get rid of it. I'm ready. I am ready. It's a winter thing, and I've had my winter thing, and now I get to play with, you know, the remnants of the beard. But I don't think it's just mal-timed. So tomorrow night, it may be the shaving of the beard on the stream. Doing it here, and then just letting the hair just kind of fall off and then vacuuming afterward. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Would you rather live in Canada with brutal winter and not a lot of Star Wars exclusives, or live in Tokyo with endless supply of Japanese Star Wars exclusives? Yeah, I'd rather be in Tokyo. If you gave me a choice between those two. You got a lot of Star Wars stuff over there. Like a lot. Like a copious amounts. Oh! Liz, that reminds me. I actually found some original Stormtrooper stuff today. Like at retail. I'm like, it wasn't like as much fun. They were just like glasses. But I'm like, what, like, you know, drinking glasses, like glasses. I was shocked. Not a plastic cup, but like, I was like, whoa, I didn't think we got that stuff, but we did. So I don't know if that means that we're gonna start getting them, if it was an anomaly or what. Thank you, Nomi3. This is Wicket, the Ewok, as opposed to Wicket the dog. Dog. That dog. That dog. Yep. No dogs this Christmas. No dogs. No dogs. What is this? Zen Mark? Oh, is it Japanese Star Wars goodies? Yeah, the samurai figures. Yeah, I want more of those. Tomika cars. I've got a few. Bento boxes. I think we got a couple. Paper theater kits. Oh, those look cool. Pet toys and accessories. Those are always fun. Bear brick. I've got a few of those. Handkerchiefs. Those are fun. Zen Market. Is this like a U.S. kind of outlet thing? USDs. Oh. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Would it be fun? So wait, this item page on Amazon. Okay, so it's got the yen. Oh my god. So pack. How much will it cost? Add to cart. I'm just looking. That's not a bad. I wonder how much the costs are. You know, because the problem with a lot of this stuff is costs and shipping and handling. But interesting. I'll have to follow up. I've never heard of Zen Market before. Lime Pebbles, it's kind of like a virtual inventory. Do I buy, sell, trade, only buy, support the collection? Or only buy to support the collection? I do a mix of stuff. I mean, a good reason to work is to get the things that you want. In fact, Jedi's lesson today, I don't know which class it was in, but like things you want versus things you need, which is a good lesson to have. There are many things that you need. And that's the thing, is with me, I take care of the things that I need. I take care of the things that we need. Like, those things are taken care of. Whether we're talking about the house, or the costs associated with the house, insurance, or any costs associated with the insurance, taxes, food, incidentals, like those things, like the things that you need, right? And so, yeah, I manage all those, right? I take care of those things. And then anything beyond that is like, all right, what am I going to do to effectively get to the things I want? And so, in a business sense, one of the reasons to do something like Twitch and talk to people every night is when you cheer, you go to help, you know, covering the electrical bill, you support the endeavor, you support the effort, you're supported in general, which is great. You know, I'm glad that everybody's here. And so a lot of that support goes into the things that I end up showcasing on the show. So like, one example, like the mat that I showed off, right? A lot of that stuff kind of goes back into feeding the show. So it's kind of a mix. There are times that I'll sell old things, like especially when I know there's a value. Like we had a receiver that I know was long overdue for an upgrade, so I got a new one and sold the old one, and ended up recouping. I'm not gonna say I'm not going to say a third of the cost, but probably a quarter of the cost by selling the old receiver, which was good. Like that's instead of just junking it or donating it, there was some value in eliminating it and doing an upgrade. There aren't many opportunities I have to flip items that I find. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll buy something and I'm like, okay, I know this is a good deal and people are looking for it. I could probably make a more concerted effort in doing it, but I know it takes time. That's a business. And like, since I would be the only one doing that, I can't take on extra responsibility at this point. Like I'm already tapped in terms of all the adulting I can do right now. Thank you for following Closet Gamer, by the way. What am I doing with the Snowflake? I mean, the Darth Vader one, I'm probably just gonna, I'm just gonna throw it down here, because it's fun. And then I got it on hand. But for the ones that I'm printing here, they'll go on the tree. The Christmas tree. When we get it. Which I thought was gonna be this weekend. That didn't happen. Been trying to get a date on the books. Shrug emoji. Diana said that there's some kind of event happening on some date, but it's not in the calendar, so I've already forgotten what date that is. Although that would be the worst time to go. I told her so it would be the worst time to get the tree because everyone's going to be there for the event. You're better off going before or after. Is there a list of questions forbidden? Not really, Metaphysical Mind. Not really. Not truly. What's this? From Japan? Oh, yeah, these are cool. Oh, the opera ones. Yeah, I've got a few of those. I've got the Vader ones. The licensed ones. I don't have the newer ones. I've got some of the older ones. But not the newer ones. There's some fun stuff there. Unless I know I can trust a website, though, I'm not going to order through it. Yeah, Liz is right. Just use your judgment. But keep in mind, just because you ask the question doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to answer it either. That's another thing to keep in mind. Man, we are definitely at the end of the year. Oh, yes. The one thing that I don't talk about is Tech TV. I don't. But I'm going to make an exception. And the reason why is because, and this is a rare, this is a rare exception. And the reason why is because usually, when someone asks about Tech TV, they ask, and then they don't show up again. Seriously. Like, if you follow, because of Tech TV or whatever, you show up for like 1 hour. And then you're gone, and we never hear from you again. The reason I'll answer your question specifically, is because this is not the first day that you've been here. You showed up again. So you're breaking the curse of Tech TV. Because inevitably, people jump in, Tech TV, and then you never hear from them again. It never fails. So the fact that you're asking afterward tells me you're probably going to be around for a while. I don't stay in touch with anybody. I follow sometimes loosely on social, but honestly, unless our paths cross, I don't have much in common. So, wait, ads just rolled. Oh, Metaphysical. Oh, you're not a sub. Oh, sorry. A lot of the people from 3D printing. Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. It brings a lot of people together. I don't keep in touch with anybody. There aren't many people that I keep in touch with. I mean, I gotta tell you, I mean, I do keep in touch with a few people. I wouldn't call them, close friends. There are a few people that I feel I'm close to where, I could, we could not talk for a while and then pick up right where we left off. I feel that I don't have to hang out with people to maintain friendships, to maintain connections with people. I do talk to them. But it's all, it's usually just, virtual stuff. And I find that I'm able to maintain a lot of deeper friendships that way. And feel like it's something where you know, I don't have the stress and strain of maintaining those relationships that I have. Like, you know, insofar as I could easily, at this point, I could call any one of them and just kick up a conversation. Any one of them. And I'm not gonna, you know, enumerate, but you know, if you forced me to say, all right, name someone, I could probably just rattle off, you know, 100 plus people that I could just pick up the phone and say, hey, just wanted to chat. It would be inconsequential. Yeah, I mean, that's the, you know, you know, I'm always messaging one person or another about one thing or another. I'm back channeling everywhere. And they're meaningful conversations. They're not like, you know, light. It depends on, you know, when you're like the other day, hadn't talked to him for a while, but Slav, because, you know, he's busy. He got his own stuff going on. We don't see each other because we don't cross paths. We don't live in the same part of the universe anymore. But you know, we had enough of a conversation, and it was funny because he responded to an ad I was selling to recoup, because I got some extras to complete a set for Jedi, and I'm like, well, I don't, you know, I'm not just gonna pull them away. I'm like, I bet you anything, you know, these are worth something. And so I posted them, and Slav responded. I'm like, what? He's like, hey, you know, I'll buy them. I'm like, I'll just send them, dude. You don't have to pay anything here. And then I ended up, because I guess Adele, their son, is into Transformers, and so I did a whole little package. I gave him like one of my, I had 2 Darth Vader Transformers, like the Death Star Transformers, so I gave him the spare. I went to Dollar Tree. They had some Transformer trinkets, because I mean, I don't get them, you know, a lot of that stuff. We don't, but they've always been very generous with their gift giving. So I'm like, yeah. So I put together a little package for him, threw in some holiday candy. And I was like, well, if I'm going to send a package, you know, it's a package. He was happy. Apparently, he was happy. So that was fun. That did not go the way I thought I was going to make money. I thought I was going to recoup costs, but instead, I mean, in an indirect way, I did. But like, it was funny that Slav responded, not to me personally, but to the ad. I'm like, he's making it a business transaction. What are you doing, dude? No, I'll pay. I'm like, no, I'll just send it. It's okay. I'd rather it go to a nice home. Hey, Ian Douglas. Shout out to Ian Douglas. There's another person you could be following here on Twitch, especially if you're into receiving advice for a tech career. Ian's your man. What's my holy grail in collection, either possessed or future purchase? People have asked this before too. I mean, I'm thrilled with my first Star Wars figure. I'm proud of having gone back and collected all the vintage Star Wars figures. I need to chase down a few others, but they're just so terribly expensive. I'd like to get the droids figures. The vintage droids figures, though, I'll never be able to complete a run, so if I can get a 3PO or R2 loose C9 condition or above. Nah, the Boba Fett with the missile, not as interesting to me. Not as interesting. I mean, maybe the vintage vehicles, complete run at some point, but that's a question of space and cost and condition. So I kind of paused that. Hey, Coleman, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate that.
Kyle 3Man01 just resubscribed for 7 months.
I don't know. I don't know if I really have a holy grail. People have asked this before too, though. The thing that I did a few years ago when we were still vlogging, at least every day, was I hunted down the vintage run of figures. What flavors are the candy? Oh, these are just sour jelly beans from Trader Joe's. I grabbed them, like, oh, this might make kind of a fun little, if people cheer, I'll have a sour jelly bean. I love sour, and I love sour jelly beans. It's just they're not puckering. As an addict, 6-year-old, married 8 years, collecting is part of my individual identity. Is this true for you as well? Yes, it is, Metaphysical Mind. I think it's a fair way of putting it. I enjoyed it.
Faceless cheered X100.
Still enjoy
Make
it?
it too. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Happy Hanukkah to those celebrating. I have a lot to say.
Woo! That's some sour stuff. Yeah, metaphysical. That's the thing. I don't watch. I don't watch. You know, it's a sport to me. You know, collecting and having that collection and building that collection and sharing those passions and interests with other people. It's a great way to connect with other people. It's an amazing way of connecting with other people. It's always fun. Something to look forward to, something to enjoy. You know, the fruits of my labor, right? It's very fulfilling. And there are some people who don't understand that, and they never will. And you know what? I don't care. I genuinely don't care if somebody else doesn't understand. I don't. It's not my job to explain it to them. It's not. I don't have to share my passions and interests with everybody. I don't. I don't care if you don't care. I don't. I genuinely don't. I look down upon people who would admonish me for pursuing that, because I've made a lot of friends that way, and I've opened up doors to other opportunities I otherwise wouldn't have had. Had I not done the Star Wars collecting thing and have not done it, I wouldn't have. Here's the bottom line, right? If I didn't have the relationship and cultivated these relationships, I wouldn't have done the Star Wars live stream in the Star Wars YouTube channel a few years ago. I wouldn't have had a chance to go to Galaxy's Edge for free. We had an opportunity to do a sea cruise, but unfortunately I got sick like at the last minute. It was horrible. But we had that opportunity nonetheless. And possibly most important and most relevant, I was able to connect with someone at Lucasfilm to get Gimpy a whole array of Grogu stuff that he lost in his fire. So, like, just by being a Star Wars fan and pursuing a Star Wars collection and being active in the Star Wars collector community, there's at least one other thing, another opportunity that's come about that I can't talk about right now, but it's very exciting. I can't talk about it, though, unfortunately, but it only happened because of me being active in pursuing that. So yeah, I don't really care if someone doesn't care. I don't really care if someone admonishes me for doing that. Because, you know, what am I going to do? Wait until I'm dead to enjoy what it is that I've done to this point? I'm 48 years old. I got retirement right around the corner. What am I working for? Well, I'm working for a potential day of enjoyment, 60 years from now? That's not practical. So I'm going to do everything I can. Like, I've been diligent in doing everything. But like I said, I've been doing the things that I need to do in order to do the things that I want to do. So I totally get it. Some people don't. I wouldn't go as far as to say that it's my identity. That's not, I mean, I could be removed from it and it'd be sad. I'd be, hurt, because it's been an effort and it's been fun and, I enjoy it. It's time well spent for me personally. But I wouldn't say it's my identity. If I have an identity, it's pretty rooted in being myself and following, where my head leads. I have a great degree of self-confidence. I have the ability to communicate clearly and cogently. And part of that is dovetailed into doing things like this, streaming, creating content. So I'd say being a creator is more my identity. Collection is not a part of my identity. Those are inanimate objects. That's not my identity. As much as I enjoy, well, like I used to love coffee. I don't drink it anymore. I'm glad that's not a part of my identity. I've enjoyed beer, but I'm not drinking actively. As much as I might have, it's not a part of my identity. Those are just, things that I can handle. It's just I don't do it as much because I've had heart issues. Hence, having to be careful about what it is that I'm eating and drinking. But I totally understand. Ian Douglas says, my wife asked me the other day where I got so much candy. I said, I always have a few Twix up my sleeve. Beautiful, Ian Douglas. You belong here. You belong here. Oh, what brand of candy? Paxi Prime asked. They're just Trader Joe's, generic Trader Joe's. Lime Pebbles, again, reminds us, Happy Hanukkah for those celebrating. I mentioned that earlier. Totally forgot it last night. You lurk for a long time. You love the adversarial, yet loving nature of how you are with your wife and how you stand tall, setting an example for your daughter, not judgments, just observations as a dad. Well, thank you very, very much, Metaphysical Mind. I do speak my mind. I have no problem standing my ground. I'm not saying I'm always right, but more often than not, when I detect patterns, when I see things, sometimes I have no problem saying the things that I see and calling it like I see it. I have no problem being assertive in that way. No problem whatsoever. And that probably comes a lot from my upbringing. I have no doubt about that. And being Italian. A lot of us are very outspoken. Very outspoken. You know, if I don't have an opinion on something, I try not to weigh in, because I'm not as interested. It's like, well, I have no opinion, so I really don't care. But if I have an opinion, yeah, I have no problem sharing it. No problem whatsoever. And I appreciate you saying that, saying that in terms of observing with Jedi. Although you don't really get to see a lot of that. You see these fleeting moments where she's just, being flighty, in and out, doing one thing. She's a kid. But, I do my best to set the stage for her to be successful. And that's probably going to become a lot more serious, as she continues to get older. And I think she's already looking at the path, whether she realizes it or not, of creating content. And I think she's always had it in her, like going all the way. She's had my facial expressions from day one. And she's got no problem expressing herself. And given how easy it is to express yourself on the internet and connect with like-minded individuals, and the fact that I've done it and I can set the context for it and set her up for success by instilling in her confidence, determination, motivation, self-reliance, and the ability to manage herself. These are all things that she's seen me do without realizing that I've done them, but it'll become more important as she gets older and if she wants to do something similar. I have no doubt, because it's easy to do, especially when she's going to, learn the value of earning something. And I've said this to her before: if you want something, you can earn it. Like, things aren't always going to be handed to you. If you want something, earn it. That comes with responsibilities. And I'm sure Twitch or YouTube or whatever, content create, TikTok or whatever the hell's new at the time, I'm sure it's going to be second nature for her. I really do. And so the fact that I've had an immense amount of experience in this, will hopefully set the stage for her to, do something. And I believe in reinforcing that. I take a very serious approach to that. Very serious. Because it is serious stuff. It is. You need to have certain discipline. You need to have a discipline in place. Otherwise, it's never going to work. You've got to be disciplined in terms of like consistency. That's key for anything, right? The content game is definitely different than it used to be. Metaphysical Mind, Chris, are people actively admonishing you? Yeah, every once in a while you run into a troll. Yeah, there are trolls out there who have an immense amount of disdain for people who pursue collecting or enjoy collecting or find an outlet in collecting, or have earned that for themselves, and that's how they choose to spend their time or to spend their earnings, if you will. Again, those who are responsible. I'm far from a man-child. I enjoy stuff, but I take care of my stuff. That's number one. Your needs come first. Needs come first. Then it's wants. Joshua says, support Chris because he supported my mental state during college. It's the least you can do to get back. Joshua, I believe in supporting everywhere I can. You ultimately got to do the work, though. All I can do is just lay things out. I'm like, look, here's my perspective. Blah. It's kind of like what I'm doing on TikTok. I'm saying, here's my perspective. Like, this may mean something to you, it may not. This is just what I'm thinking right now. But you got to do the work. No one else is going to do the work for you. Nobody. It's efficient for those in the known who are living it, no doubt. Hey, Nikita Net, thank you for following. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Play Shop. Just chatting. Being serious for a moment, I guess. Do I have a suggestion for a basic computer case and all these fancy gaming computer cases? I'd like to add a Blu-ray drive, but current case lacks the space to add one. I have no clue, the Midnight Fox. I am not a modder. Like, I use a PC, an Intel Nook PC. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's silent, it's out of the way, it's powering the stream. But beyond that, couldn't tell you. Maybe someone here is interested in that. I have, like, little to no interest. Directly, at least not right now. You know, the older I get, the more simple I want things to be. Because I like I said, I got a sack of adulting that I carry around with me. It's like, well, do I really want to take something on? Do I want to take on the responsibility? Am I going to be able to handle this responsibility? What are the benefits? What are the drawbacks? Not just being capricious and existing in the moment, but actually trying to plan ahead. Yeah, I believe in planning. USB hub. I should show them, but I guess, well, I got on sale some Anchor. They were on the adapters, like high-speed USB adapters, just for a spare, for the next time we need it. Although for the most part, we've been managing with high-speed ports here, there, and wherever. I don't like having a lot of cable running around, especially if we don't need it. But I've got a couple of adapters out of the way, designed to be out of the way. Oh, and I got a new wrist strap for the Samsung Watch. This is something that what I'm starting to do is, like, my routine is I'll wear it, you know, wake up, I'll wear it during the day, and then when I, like, go to retire at night, basically to, like, watch a show or do something, I will set it on the charger and then let it charge for an hour, and then I'll put it on before bed. And basically be able to run it for a day. And it's a good routine. I mean, it's because that way I'm not doing anything. I'm laying down. I'm not moving around. So I'm not, like, burning anything or needing to track anything. But yeah, it's been a good watch. The Samsung band, though, was too loose. And so I needed something that was just a little tighter. And so this third-party band seems to have done the trick. Pretty affordable, too. A little thicker than I would have wanted it to be, but it has the right amount of steps for the band, the notches. Do 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 do. Do do do. Just watching that silly Beatles special. Let's put that dang song in my head. Who dis? Oh, Paxi Prime. Oh, nice. Hey, Paxi. That's so cool. Ah! Chris Pearl playing in the back. I love it, Paxi. That's awesome. Ah, I'm sharing that to my story. I love when people do that. I love when people do the Star Wars I love when people do hey Paxi, can I share your Instagram? I mean, it's public. This is really cool, dude. This is wild. Can I share it, Paxi? Hey, thank you for resubscribing, E-Rock.
R0CK2K6 just resubscribed for 4 months.
Appreciate it. Of course, go ahead. Okay. Everybody check out Paxi Prime. This is so cool. She's got a nice feed. I'm going to follow her back now. And the reason why I'm lame, because basically if you do, if your feed is toys or Star Wars, I follow you. That's the bottom line. But if it isn't, as Liz learned, Liz was upset, I think, because I stopped following everybody who wasn't Star Wars. And I refollowed her. To be fair, Liz is awesome. But anyway, check out Paxi Prime's feed. Here's her feed. Look at that. She's a Mando. Are you a member of the Mando Mercs then? This is what I need. That's my net. That's what I want to do. I want to sell my Stormtrooper costume, and then find someone who can help me do an AT-AT driver. I don't know if that's a goal that I want for 2022. But Paxi's a member of the Mando Mercs. Her entire feed is basically Mando. Basically, not, oh, you can do that kind of stuff. There's so many cool Star Wars fabrics that I would love to have, but, you know, we don't really make that kind of stuff around here. That's a really nice Mando. That's really nice. Look at that. So basically her entire, there's Boba Tea. Her entire feed is dominated with a lot of interesting things. I love the Mando stuff, of course. I'm kind of biased. So if I were to rate your feed, see, some of this stuff is not my fandom. Wait. Oh wow. Wow, dude. You're blessed. I've got his autograph, but I never met him. So wait, so you drew these? Some of these? Sorry, I'm not looking too deeply here, but yeah, I just let the helmet. That's pretty cool. Custom. Did you do the helmet too? It looks like you yeah, it looks like you crafted them. Yeah, you must have put it together. Oh, no wonder you love Sith Lord Brit. Oh, you had a giveaway too. Ooh, holy cow. A lot of Padme stuff. Wish I was following then. That's cool, Paxi. Hey, B-Drop.
Beat_drop shared X100. Hi, Chris. Enjoying the vlogs very much. Looks like you had an awesome Thanksgiving.
You got to meet Fred yesterday at the Hollywood Christmas parade. I'm so jealous y'all are down there. You're enjoying the vlogs very much. Thank you, B-Drop. Every week, or every weekend. The next one is uploaded, ready to be published on Sunday morning. I'm going to try Sunday morning. I'm trying to figure out what the right schedule is per day, but the good news is I've now reduced the strain on me and am working out a week for most of them, so I'm not as taxed, because otherwise it would have been a bit much, because it takes a lot to even compile, because I gotta get the videos wherever they happen to be recorded. I have to make sure I get them all and then transferred and then copied out. It's a bit of a hassle. I don't really want to get a separate vlog camera like I did back in the day. Like this camera would be great, but that I'm afraid of dropping or having to manage differently. And I'm like, it's just easy to use a smartphone camera.
Sour time.
Thank you, Liz.
Don't strain too much. You'll hurt your eye again.
Oh, you're gonna air on the CW? That's wild. That's almost as wild as the drool coming out of my mouth. I'm not sure. I think the flavors are the same. Let's see here. That red one. Cherry? Let's see about this one. They're different. I think the green one's apple. The green one is definitely most sour, I think. Oh. I don't know what the orange one was. This yellow one might be pineapple. Oh. Oh. Beat Drop asks, what are your thoughts on crypto and Metaverse? Not much, and we've already seen it. Crypto's interesting, but like it's full of a lot of promise and a lot of pitfalls and a lot of scams and a lot of get rich quicks. Don't get me started on NFTs, or as I used to call them back in the day, JPEGs. The Metaverse, I don't know, that has been, I think Apple, allegedly Apple's gonna have like a viewing, like a on-head AR device, whatever the hell it is, over the next year. And if anything, if it ends up being a winner, that I'll say that may be enough to pull me back into iOS. Like if it means that in order to wear something that I find awesome, if it is awesome, that I'd have to use an iPhone, I would probably have to suffer through the iPhone to have an experience like that, because that to me has been the ultimate wearable. It's not this. This is just it's there, but it's not. This is not my jam. I'm not much of a watch wearer. I will, now, if only if I'm tracking my heart. But Dark Toy Lord. I tweeted something or retweeted something the other day. Someone had done a mashup of Quark and Odo talking about NFTs and like crypto and all that stuff, and it was hilarious. It was so well done. This is little. It was back and forth. It was like a meme, like back and forth between Odo and Quark. I loved it. I had to retweet it. It was funny. It was good too. Like whoever did it, like just totally nailed it. They totally understood Quark's and Odo's relationship. You have to dig in my timeline to find it. It's in recent. I think I did it yesterday, so you don't have to dig too far. That was a retweet. Basically, the way to get me to retweet something is tweet something funny. Tweet something weird, odd, hilarious. I don't retweet a lot of news. Sometimes I do like breaking news, like there's a celebrity death or something that I'm like, oh man, I remember this, or something nostalgic. I'm not guarded with the retweets, but I definitely don't retweet everything. Yeah, we lost Odo this year. He was also in Frasier. Gummy bears do have gelatin. A lot of gummy bears do. Not all the gummy bears.
Joshua_XP_cheered X100.
Jiff. Yeah, I know we have a hype train, but we're 50% on a level 1. It's just a little slow moving. And I knew we didn't have a lot of time left. Thank you, Liz. And thank you, Joshua. Won't it be nice? Paradise. Oh, the Stacy Roy. I think that's who we're gonna raid. I've been wanting to raid her for ages. And she's awesome. She's usually cooking. Always way happier than I am. But they're talking. Looks like they're talking production tonight. So if you're not following Stacy, you may want to give her a follow. She usually splits her attention when she's streaming between here and Amazon. but still, she's a good person, and she streams on a regular basis. What comes after Cyber Monday? Giving Tuesday. Well, that'd be a good thing. So here we go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Appreciate all the support. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. Go ahead. Get those Perillo Raider emotes ready. I know. I think 2022, we got to figure out what emotes I need to get done. I'm going to work. That's something I think I can handle, is getting emotes done. I just don't know what emotes to do. So here we go. Tuscan rating. The Stacy Roy, and she's a geek, and you can tell. I mean, she's a Lego freak. Loves Star Wars. She's usually cooking, but looks like they're geeking out over production stuff. Here we go. Tuscan rating in 3, 2. See you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Everyone. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Finally, I've been wanting to rate her for ages. There we go. There we go. Come on, Stacy. Hey.
Just got another Chris. Hello to you. How's it going? Welcome, guys. Welcome in, Chris, into the chat land. How are you doing?
Yeah, because we rated.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Stacy. She usually does cooking, and
She's gonna do cooking?
no, but she's got like she does Star Wars stuff. She's got the Darth Vader Lego, Stormtrooper toaster.
One day can we read
Sith Lord Brit. Yeah, we usually do. Not always. This is the first time though that Stacy's been streaming this late for us to rate her.
As you guys can see, as I'm